Dr. Kim here. Today we're talking about narcissistic personality disorder. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I make weekly videos on mental health and dating. Alright, so let's get into it. What is the first sign that someone has narcissistic personality disorder? Well, it's basically grandiosity, and grandiosity means you have an inflated sense of self. These types of people may exaggerate their achievements, and they may expect a lot of accolades, even if it's for something they did that's small and insignificant. Another major sign is that they feel special or unique. Now, that's not inherently bad. However, it is a problem when they feel like they're better than other people. They start to idealize certain groups of people. They feel like they only can associate with high status people. And of course, unfortunately, they feel like other people are beneath them. They definitely can appear overly confident, and they can have an arrogant attitude. So many people are fooled because these people are coming off so confident. But what's underneath narcissism a lot of times is a deep-seated insecurity, what we call an ego wound or ego depletion. Here's an example of how that could have happened developmentally. Let's say they were praised by a caretaker, maybe even excessively praised growing up. And then somehow along the line, they maybe got bullied or ridiculed, or their achievements were not recognized in the real world. Now they've got an ego wound. They don't understand. The world's not making sense. Here they thought that they were special, that they could do anything, and now the world has shut them down, and now they've got something to prove. Now, just because you were bullied or you were told that you can do anything in the world, it doesn't make you a bad person. Remember that someone would only meet criteria for narcissistic personality disorder if they actually displayed 5 of these 9 signs, and that's according to the DSM-5. Another sign is that they have a sense of entitlement. So these types of people might ask for special seating in a restaurant. They might lose their temper if they don't get the special seat that they want. The unfortunate thing about this is that they may ask for things that actually put someone else out and try to manipulate them to do things that they're not comfortable with doing. Again, the motive here is that sense of entitlement, that they deserve everything and anything. They might be exploiting other people, taking advantage of them. They may actually just look out for their own interests many times. In my opinion, the most unfortunate sign about this personality disorder is that they can lack empathy for others. They can have difficulty considering other people's feelings. One major sign is that they can be preoccupied and even obsessed with fantasies of unlimited success. They might be attracted to certain industries simply because of that preoccupation with unlimited success. A lot of times these people fish for compliments. They may require excessive admiration. It may sound funny, but these people are actually envious of others a lot of times. And they may also believe that other people are envious of them. Yes, that can sound irrational, but this is their process. So obviously a downside of having this disorder can mean that other people around you can be negatively affected. People with this disorder can have difficulty with work, with getting along with people, and they might even be confused as to why things aren't working out the way they expect. Remember that not all narcissistic traits are bad. Sometimes people really use that to fuel their ambition. What makes it unfortunate and what makes it a disorder is when you have 5 signs out of these 9, and when your work or your relationships start being negatively affected. A lot of times you don't see these people in treatment. Why? Because they don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with them. But you may see them in treatment if their partner's asking them to go or mandating them to go, if they're court mandated to go, or their work is starting to suffer and maybe their job needs them to go. Like any other mental health disorder, there is hope. If you have intrinsic motivation to change, you definitely can change. A lot of times it takes a severe consequence in life, a natural consequence, for someone to want to change, especially when it comes to personality disorders. Why is it that they're so pervasive and long-lasting? It's because it worked for them at one time. It was adaptive for them to behave in this manner for a long time, and it's until they start getting natural consequences, like being broken up with, losing jobs, that they may start feeling like there's something wrong here and I want to change it. It's also critical to set boundaries, to not be manipulated into doing things that you don't want to do. And if this person truly has a lack of empathy, a lack of regard, and is constantly manipulating to get what they want to serve themselves, then you would obviously want to set boundaries and do your own therapy to figure out if this is still a fit. If it's a family member of yours that struggles with narcissistic personality disorder, you don't need to confront them directly. It's actually really wise to start with your own individual therapy, to start setting boundaries and figuring out how much time you can actually spend with this person without it draining you. And again, you make the moves that you need to do if you're the one that's dealing with this person. If you're not subscribed already, hit subscribe and I'll see you on the next video.